Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Chris's Creation Fun, and this is a creator who comes to us from New Brunswick. They're here with us for just about every stream. Now, I know not everybody can be, and I certainly do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know we've got friends that run the stream in the background, like our dear friend Jaden of 4 years now. And I saw a Creative Beauty Butterfly say that they happen to be working, but they're running the stream as well. So thank you for that. We've got quite a few names on the wheel already. Scratch and PPA, of course, is in the pole position. Michael's Adventures will send his regards. He can't always be with us because of his work schedule, but he always lets us know he's thinking about us when he can't be here. As well, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures have been added to the wheel. I'm putting Harmony of Hearts on there right now. The Stock Explorer is a moderator and a member, so they're on there. Jesse Miller Unboxings and more, along with Blessed to Crochet, is on the wheel. She Stole My Thunder dropped a super chat, even though they happen to be a gold member. So we'll look at their channel next, after actually Chris's Creation Fun and his wife Tiffany from Canadian Family Life, who's also in the chat. I always show their channels together. And She Stole My Thunder will be up next. We always put Super Chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away when that happens. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And after a long period of time, probably 45 minutes to an hour, I will start adding names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. You do not have to super chat or you do not have to super chat, or you do not have to be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. It can be a very long wait, but we expect to be here for 3 hours. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen, and we will get through as many as we can in that time, like we always do. Now, She Stole My Thunder also is gifting a membership to Jeremy D-Day. He'll be happy to have that. He's a friend of mine for about 5 years, since long before Superchat was even a thought, actually. I'll put his channel on the wheel now because he's a member, and I know he's in the chat. And then, thank you very much, Harmony of Hearts. I always appreciate, like I said, any moment anybody can spend, even if you're coming by just to say hello and give a thumbs up. Grammy's Journal is here. Angelic Warrior 37, a.k.a. Mrs. M, is in the house. Mr. Planet Prophet, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Jevin Richardson is in the house. He's been out supporting creators all day. Life with Tanisha RN. Good to see you in the house. I'm assuming that's registered nurse. So it's good to have a frontline worker in the house if that is the case. And even if not, we're happy to have you here. Mark the Shark is in the house. He's got his permanent spot in my backdrop here with that beautiful embroidered Much Love and Aloha hat, one of two that he sent over in the last little while. Oh, Mr. Planet Prophet, it's been a while. It's been longer than I thought, but good to have you here. Carolina Diamond Productions happens to be a member as well. We'll get them onto the wheel right away. We're going to talk about Chris's Creation Fun in a moment. I tripped over my intro there. Chrissy's Cosplay Wardrobe, good to see you back in the house. I believe that's Blessed to Crochet's daughter, if I'm not mistaken. Some of these channels I'm still getting to know. Of course, Chief Broken Brain is here. M&J's in the house. And Anne-Marie, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Got a few Canadians in the house. Trish the Naturals here. I had the pleasure of talking to Betty. I am Betty J. Gathers, is a dear friend for now about 4 years, and we've talked on the phone several times, and she always speaks very highly of Trish the Natural. You see them together, and Trish the Natural has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here for as long as I can remember. It's at least a couple of years now. Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson is in the house. She was live the other day as well. She's always so excited for everybody to come in. If you want a really warm welcome into a live stream, then connect with Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson, and when she goes outdoors for a look around and a story to be told, you'll get the warmest welcome. Definitely. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. Chris's Creation Fun, like I said, is from New Brunswick. We'll look at his wife Tiffany's channel in a quick second here. He's got 105 subscribers, so it looks like he's got that 100 locked in. We know that the First 100 is as challenging as ever before, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. Chris's Creation Fun started with 3D printing, but has brought us some do-it-yourself videos. He's working on some grow lights for the container garden that I will be talking about when we get his wife's channel up in a second. He has repaired the 3D printer and then worked on some solar equipment as well. So he promises to bring more. He renamed the channel a while back so that he could expand the content and variety. He's got some shorts here, and one of these is already into hundreds of views, which is great. So hopefully we'll see some more content from Chris's Creation Fun. I think he's expecting to bring some new stuff out shortly. And then we're going to look at his wife's channel right now. One of the biggest complaints, or the biggest complaint that I've gotten on YouTube in my 7 years now is why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family members to support our channels when we can find people online that are willing to do it easily? So I think it makes it that much more extra special when we have in real life friends or family members that are supporting each other on YouTube, like this husband and wife combo. They have separate channels, but there's Chris right there in the thumbnail for Tiffany's channel here, Canadian Family Life. There's a lot of family togetherness on this channel. Tiffany is often going to bring us cooking videos, and this looks like an interesting one, an indoor versus outdoor, husband versus wife cook-off video. So that's the first that I remember seeing on this channel, or maybe any other. So I'm going to put this into my catch-up list right now. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlist can be a great tool for that. Canadian Family Life, of course, is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Lots more cooking videos on the channel. Lots of grocery hauls. Lots of Happy Meal videos. I told you about their impeccable container garden that has always impressed me ever since they came into the Superchat family just over a year ago. And this creator also does Happy Meal videos, lots of shout outs for others, and they've been featured on dozens of other channels. You might even recognize Tiffany from some other channels, especially their live stream thumbnails, because she's been in so many other channels. Collaborating is a great way to grow, of course, rapidly, and then shorts on this channel have gotten into 2,500, 2,800, even 5,500 views, which is great to see. They go live occasionally, but we expect to see live streams from Canadian Family Life anywhere between 2 and 4 weeks apart. And hopefully that will increase over time, but we've got our notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. And then Travels and Gardening with DJ, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to get our next channel ready to go. The Life of Tiff, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And then one of the things we want to remember is just being careful about self-promotion. Here in Superchat, our moderators may remove messages that are self-promoting, especially when they're repeated, but a lot of creators will get very upset, and you could find yourself timed out, banned, or worse on channels just because of self-promotion. So it's something to think about. The idea here is, of course, we want to connect with other creators, and once you've made that new friend, they will subscribe to your channel, put your notification bell on, and then they will be there for most of what you're going to come out with moving forward. None of us can catch everything, of course. Bella's Whisper Farmstead is coming up on the wheel right now. That's Kristen and Mike. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Blessed to Crochet, thank you for that. Yes, our thoughts and prayers, of course, will be with your family. And then I also see a Resilient Dad coming in. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And I will absolutely put up Ruby's spot. As a matter of fact, I'll show you something funny. You might find this to be a little bit amusing in a quick second here when I get, right before I get a Resilient Dad up there as well. I'll put both of those channels up. But thank you for another generous super chat. They've done that before. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in a quick second before I get to She Stole My Thunder. So forgive me, Dolores is in the house. There's a video of yours that I wanted to watch, and I ran it in my catch-up list, but I did not sit and watch it yet. I think it was an unboxing from Rooted in Essential Oils, if I'm not mistaken. So today I might put that back in my catch-up list so that I can have a chance to sit and watch that. Randacita's in the house as well. They've got a question. I'll read that off in a quick second here. And when you watch a video on your premium account, but you have the screen off just listening, does it mess with the view or watch hours? So our guess, I can only guess because I'm not a Google engineer, obviously, and I don't know if I'd believe one if we had one in front of us. The idea is we always try to leave our screens on and the volume on, even if they're at the lowest setting. Now, some creators insist that it's not that important, but a lot of our friends here in Superchat, influential friends, have done a lot of testing. We have not, that I know of, tested the screen actually being off, because a lot of people have screensavers and things like that, but in my experience, when you have YouTube channel running, the screensaver will not engage as long as that window is visible. If you hide the window behind another window, your screensaver could come off, and I've run into that many times. But as long as the video is visible, it seems that the system is able to know. So unfortunately, I haven't got a straight answer for you when it comes to the idea of the screen being off. But my guess is that it will probably be okay. And again, it's just a guess, because lots of content on YouTube is meant for listening, not necessarily watching. For anybody that listens to a lot of music on YouTube, and I'm not talking YouTube music, I'm talking literally on YouTube. Lots of people have a favorite playlist. They use YouTube instead of Spotify, or if you listen to some of the long mixes that a lot of the DJs do and things like that. Podcasts are a big thing on YouTube now. So a lot of content is meant only to be listened to and not watched. So that's my guess. But again, it's just a guess. Thank you for asking, though. Outgoing Azzy, good to see you in the house. Home bartending with John. I haven't put on the wheel yet. I'm going to do that right now. I do have something to show you, and I'm going to do that actually right now just so I don't forget. And then we'll get to She Stole My Thunder, who dropped a super chat and gifted a membership earlier. So on my community tab here, I always do my community posts in advance. We share every 2 hours or so. 9 out of 10 of these are for other people, and then of course we promote our live streams, sometimes the music channel and other things as well. But I believe I just set, yes, here it is right here, I just set a video for 6 a.m. tomorrow Eastern for Ruby Spot. And that's just coincidence. I have a list. I keep statistics for every single stream. I use Streamlabs to get that done. And what I do is keep a list, and every 20 episodes of Superchat or something like that, I will compile a list of who's been the most prominent supporters, regardless of whether they've been members, super chatters, or any other type of thing, moderators and this and that. Everybody has a chance for those community posts, and I try to even them out. But I thought you might find that amusing, because I just did that before we started Tuber Chat tonight. Cruz Bolero, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in again. Blue House Travels Travel Services, I know you've been here for a little while. Thank you for coming in. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities, I just saw you outside in another live stream. Pat Master, good to see you here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. The only other thing we want to think about, I know I mentioned the idea of self-promotion, so please be careful about that, because we've been letting it go for a little while. But repeating messages as well. If you have something for the community to see, you're welcome to mention it, but mentioning it 2 or 3 or more times is a little bit redundant. Hugo Homestead's in the house. They're a longtime friend of at least 3 years, probably getting on 4 now. And Just Jason Keto and More was just live an hour ago or so. He goes live every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. We've been doing pop-ups lately. We don't have a schedule here in Tuber Chat, but I was lucky enough to be able to catch some of Just Jason Keto and More's live stream. I think I got there about 15 minutes in and caught about a half an hour of it before hopping in the car and heading over here to get Tuber Chat rolling. But he's always got lots of advice and a lot of big ups for other channels as well. He'll introduce you to other influential either YouTube creators or people who are going to help you with healthy eating, healthy living, and a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Super Rainbow Queen, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I know we're going a little bit faster than we usually do, and I have been slower at putting channels up, but we're going to get to some of these right now. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Now, She Stole My Thunder dropped a super chat earlier, so we're putting this channel on the screen right away, but she also gifted a membership, so over-the-top generosity today, and she's been known for that kind of thing both here in Tuber Chat and outside, so thank you for that. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated always. She's done that countless times before. This is a fellow Canadian with 2,200 subscribers now that comes to us from Montreal. She lets us know that she reviews books, art, and movies on her channel. She actually does a lot more. There's lots of stories to be told. She does a lot of live streams. She keeps up with the chat. When we get over to those live streams, you might see as well, occasionally she'll give us a tutorial how to use Canva, which is a popular website app. It's all free, and sometimes she even does work for other creators for free, drawing up banners and thumbnails and things like that. Pardon me, when we look at live streams, they're occasional on this channel, but she's done them many times before. Shorts, it looks like she's picking up a few more of these. These are getting into hundreds of views, which is great to see. Lots of variety here. She Stole My Thunder also, I haven't mentioned it for a long time, but happens to be a photographer. She's got a Flickr account here, and I haven't looked at this here in the Tuber Chat channel for a long time, but when we look at this, 200,000 photos that she has taken on this channel, or on this Instagram, or pardon me, Flickr. She's on Instagram as well, but on her Flickr profile. You can get to that from her About page here in Tuber Chat, of course. Pardon me while I trip all over my introduction for She Stole My Thunder. But this creator has been a long-time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She's been with us pretty much from the beginning of Tuber Chat. It's been about 4 years now. When we look at videos, we see that she's got lots of spiritual inspiration coming here through some of the stories that are being told. But like she lets us know more than anything else, reviews of books, art, movies. She did some horoscopes a while back, and sometimes it's a story to be told as well. Shorts on the channel we looked at. Live streams as well, like I said, are occasional, but hopefully everybody will push this creator a little bit farther towards the 2,300 subscribers that we know that she's looking for. She has been an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Tuber Chat, like I said, for probably 4 years. So thank you again for the extra generosity. A Resilient Dad also dropped a super chat. We're going to look at that channel next. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. A Resilient Dad, like I said, dropped a super chat. They asked us to put a different channel up, Ruby Spot. We're going to look at that in a quick second here, but I just wanted to put this up for a moment. A Resilient Dad hasn't posted a lot of content yet. They've just got the one video for now. We look at this and then we get into a short video. I think they just put that up because I don't think that was there when I looked at your channel a day or two ago. A couple of live streams. These look like they might have been tests more than anything else, but we've got our notification bell on so we can catch this creator if we're going to do that kind of thing again. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. I think that's the second time we've seen that done. They gifted a membership and then they actually received that same gifted membership. Yeah, that's. I think we saw that the other day too. I can't help but laugh. It's a weird thing. I don't know if YouTube meant for that to happen or if it's an an overlooked glitch or anything like that. Mr. Fulton Mraz, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. His 25th birthday is coming up. He's been a friend of about 5 years, since before Tuber Chat was even a thought. Together we travel. Good to see you here. Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. I hope I told you I put you on the wheel. And then, hopefully, again, I'm not missing anybody. Yeah, and there you go, Canadian Family Life. And then Outgoing Azzy, what happened to your YouTube channel? Did you blow up, and do you have like 1 million subscribers now? Or I hope it's good news you're going to tell me. Outgoing Azzy usually has good news for us. Wheatsart is in the house. I'm going to put them on the wheel as well. So pardon me, a resilient dad. I meant to put up Ruby Spot. We're going to do that right this second. I'm going to use their handle to do it. And Ruby Spot was here the other day, but I don't believe we had a chance to look at the channel. Now, I just took one of their videos, literally half an hour ago, and put it in my watch later list. Oh, so I can connect with this creator. I usually do that outside of Tuber Chat. So there it is right now, a spiritual inspiration video. And this creator is somebody we'll be interested in getting to know. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but like I said, I've got that video on my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list before we're back on Saturday. I will watch that video in full, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and put the notification bell on as well. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully they have our notification bell on as well so they don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then Dolores, is that intentional, or have you got a pet that's swiping at the phone or something like our cats like to do? I see Ruby Spot's got some shorts here as well. So that's great to see. These are already moving into hundreds of views and even some live streams. So I'll be looking forward to those. They just did one a week and a half ago. And then thank you so much, Resilient Dad, for another super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And everybody can see, obviously, that's another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Pardon me while I just make sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. VJ Max Gamer is here. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Jay and Knight, good to see you in the house. And yeah, Dolores, don't worry about it. We've had even my girlfriend Kristen Welton, we got a couple of cats, and the cat loves texting, FaceTiming people, putting messages out, and even timed out a creator here in the Tuber Chat streams one time. Pat Master dropped a super chat. Pardon me, I missed that. I'm not sure how. As you can see, I endlessly talk, and I'm sure that's why I missed that. I didn't see it come up at all, and it's too far back in the chat for me to go back and catch now. But we're going to look at that channel right away, and then Trish the Natural will be next, because I just spun the wheel. So let me see if I can find Pat Master quickly. I got to catch them by their avatar. And here they are. So we had 200 subscribers already. Now, again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is look through your videos here. I see that this video is a little bit shorter than we usually look for at 3 minutes, but that's okay. I'm going to use it anyway, and I'm going to put that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, put the notification bell on as well. So, pardon me, that should make our connection stick, and then hopefully have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Tales Told in the Dark is Cassie. Good to see you here. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat, but I want to show you something here while I'm on this channel from Pat Master. If we hit a shorts video, We go up in the URL. This is easier to do on a computer than it is on a phone, of course. But we can replace the word shorts with the word watch. And you'll see what happens to the video. It comes up in a regular YouTube player, and this gives us all the controls we're used to seeing. Makes it a little bit easier to do things like save it to a playlist. So I'll put this popular shorts video into my catch-up list. This one here has already got, did it not say that this video had 900 views or something like that? Pardon me while I try to get back to it. And then when we look at their shorts, yeah, 940 views, which is really, really cool. When you see me out posting community posts as Superchat, of course, you'll notice that I often will say, check out this popular video from a creator. I consider a popular video anything over 1,000 views in our community, in the Superchat community. I think we can all agree, even if it's a shorts videos. I've put out, I don't know if it's 50, 60, or 70 of those things myself as well, and I've only got a few that hit over 1,000 views. We got some friends into the tens, thousands, a couple friends into the hundreds of thousands, and then even a couple into the millions, which is great to see. Ruby Spot, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. A Resilient Dad dropped a super chat earlier for us to look at your channel, so we just had that up. If you just came in, you might have to catch the replay to see that. And then Pat Master, thank you for your super chat as well. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Forgive me for missing that. Dark Swordsman Gaming is a longtime friend as well. I've lost track of how long they've been friends with us, but it's got to be at least a couple of years. It could be almost as much as 3 if I'm not mistaken. And pardon me if I'm wrong, but I often start to lose track of how long some of these friendships have gone on, because we've been here as Superchat for 4 years now, and we got a lot of creators that come in regularly. I hope I said hello to Butler Family Farm. I've got them on the wheel. Outgoing Azzy, I'm just going to scan back, see if I can find your message there. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I do appreciate everybody's patience, of course. Jay and Knight, I think I said hello, another fellow Canadian. He's not too far from me, actually, only an hour away. And then, oh my goodness, Outgoing Azzy. Oh, thank you, Jay and Knight. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. Another super chat. And he's done that before as well. We'll look at Jay and Knight's channel right after Dark Swordsman Gaming. We always put Super Chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away when that happens, and then members get put on the wheel right away. After a little while longer, I will add some names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. D-Rock, good to see you in the house. TWTTV, our longtime friends. They've been with us about 4 years. And they have started going live. I was really excited. I caught them for a couple of their live streams already, so they're expecting to do a lot of that. Broken Hearts Ministry is Gail's Southern Living with another channel. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Mona Did What is here. She's live all the time as well. She's got a monster audience. She has really done well, especially over the last year. If you can hit up Mona Did What for a live stream, you're going to find a fast-rolling chat, that's for sure. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then Trish the Natural is up on the screen right now. So this is another longtime friend. Trish the Natural's been with us, I think, at least a couple of years. I think she's been a member a couple of years, actually. Trish the Natural is now working on 1,500 subscribers. And you'll notice that this creator has a very professional look to her channel. She has ever since she found the Superchat family. She was already at this. She's got this bright, bold avatar that matches her banner, of course. Her thumbnails always have a professional look, and those bright, bold headshots are going to make her recognizable. I believe this is already paying off for this creator and will continue to do so, of course, in the long term. one of the biggest reasons why is because when you roll over these videos, you get from the thumbnail an exact depiction of what you can expect in the video. You can see she's a dynamic creator, and we can find that even more so when we get into live streams where she's collaborated with I Am Betty J Gathers. So there they are, laughing and smiling like always. A couple of dynamic creators, actually. Collaborating with others is a great way to grow your channel. I know I said it earlier today, but I can't stress that enough. It might be the most recommended way to grow organically, naturally. When you're featured on somebody else's channel, you're all but guaranteed to grab at least a handful of subscribers right that minute. And that carries on through replays and things like that as well, especially if it's a live stream, but videos carry the same weight. When we look at shorts on Trish the Natural, we see that this creator's gotten into a couple thousand views. She's going to talk to us about natural hair care, health, beauty, lifestyle, and much more. So hopefully everybody will connect with her, push her towards that 1,500 subscribers we're thinking of. And Trish the Natural, obviously, another over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. The Crafty Visage, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Mona did what? Gifted a membership as well. Cruz Bolero will be happy to have that, I'm sure. If they're still in the house, I'm going to put them onto the wheel as soon as I see them. Thank you, everybody, for replying to those super chats as well. We can't seem to do it on every single one, and I'm not sure if it's set by the amount, because that has me perplexed as I've been jumping in and out of premieres and live streams. Sometimes we can do it, sometimes we can't. Maybe it hasn't been released to every channel just yet, but thank you for that, because it really gives highlight in the chat as well, so everybody can see the obvious benefit to that. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. And then, oh, Jay and Knight is working but watching. Thank you for that. And like I said, that's a fellow Canadian. Carolina Diamond Productions has been a member for almost a year in total. That creator's actually been with me from the beginning. I think she's a friend of 4 years as well. 755 Media, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And again, one more time, I know I keep saying it. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Tamika Davis, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And what I am going to do right this second is we're going to go on a break for 3.5 minutes, and then we'll come back and we're going to look at Dark Swordsman Gaming, Jay and Knight, and Mona Did What. And right before we go on that break, I'm going to play a clip for you. It's from our new video podcast interview series. All of these conversations have gone in anywhere from an hour to 2 hours in total. Each of the creators who have been featured are longtime friends of Superchat, literally for 3 years or longer, and all of them have long passed their 10,000 subscribers. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Actually, pardon me, because I wasn't ready. Let's look at Dark Swordsman Gaming. And forgive me while I'm laughing at myself now. Let's look at Dark Swordsman Gaming for a second. And I'm going to try to get myself organized. I left my notebook away. Michael's Adventures would probably be rolling his eyes if he was here right now to see that, because he knows I make notes and then don't look at them. Okay, pardon me. We'll take our break in another moment here. Let's talk about Dark Swordsman Gaming. This creator is working on 200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They bring video gameplay and have introduced us to a few games, or at least myself. They're a longtime friend as well. They've got a brand new video, as a matter of fact. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list right now. They mix up the gameplay on their channel, both in videos as well as live streams. And they do lengthy live streams at times, but they have really mixed up the content here as well. And they've got a lot of popular titles, like we see Tomb Raider, Kingdom Hearts, which I think is my son's favorite game of all time, Diablo, of course. And this is the creator that had me look up Stardew Valley to find out that I believe that that is the biggest independent solo pardon me, developed, like meaning developed by one person if I'm not mistaken, but it might be the most popular independent video game of all time. So I could be mistaken, of course, but Dark Swordsman Gaming prompted just with the content on their channel, because I've seen Stardew Valley on other channels. I haven't played it ever yet, but I'm interested in games enough to want to have known that fact, if that's right. But you can correct me if I'm wrong. 170 subscribers. We'd love to push Dark Swordsman Gaming towards the 200 we know they're thinking about. When Blizzard was awesome. Yes, before the disaster that I did not know about but heard about. And then the amazing M&G, good to see you in the house. And Just Jason Keto and More, yes, has been a member a year and a half. That's another fellow Canadian. I met up with him a couple of times already, actually. Oh, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. That is interesting. I don't think I've seen one of those yet. But I'm assuming you saw that because you gifted the membership and then it actually just went to you, which was unpredictable, if that's a word. So, pardon me, while I finally think I almost have my ducks in a row here. Let's make it quick. We'll go on a break for 3.5 minutes. Thank you one more time, Dark Swordsman Gaming, for that super chat. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen when that happens. We'll get back to the spinning the wheel shortly after the break. Jay and Knight and Mona Did What are both coming up for super chats and membership gifts. And we still have well over 2 hours to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Like I said, each of the creators featured in the interview series that I'm going to play you a tiny clip from right now have long passed their 10,000 subscribers. One of the things that comes along with monetization on YouTube that used to require 30,000 subscribers is memberships, and that's open to everybody that gets monetized after 500 subscribers now, or just about everybody. So one of the things that creators will ask is how can they increase the number of memberships over time on their channel? What advice would you give to somebody to increase the number of members and watch that grow if that's something that's on their mind?
Yo, you better get your pencil out for this one. I take this part very seriously in my membership. Our membership is $1.99. It's low. Okay. And I did that intentionally. I don't have any other tiers. I have one tier. It's $1.99. It's the fun zone, basically. We have, I don't know, 24 emojis available, and everybody gets a new banner or a new badge. And it's creative and it's evolving all the time. I change those out consistently. Sometimes during the holidays is a good example. I changed out almost every single one of those emojis for members. I must have picked up, and I think we're right around 600 members. I think we probably picked up an extra 100 because once Halloween came, everything changed throughout the entire holiday season. We're about to hit Easter, and I'm doing it again. So showing your members that you're changing, people love new things. They love it when it's new, and that's a simple thing that you can do. It's all free, whether you use Pexels or you use an AI generator, Midjourney. You can create all that so fast and so easy. It probably takes me to do, I see 24 up there, so I think it takes me maybe 2 hours to do every single one of those.
Right.
Yeah. And now you have a fresh palette all the way around.
That's a wonderful idea, so much so I'm holding myself back from laughing because I expect to take a page out of your book and probably do that on at least the Tuber Chat channel. So thank you for that.
In encouraging everybody to join your membership program, or not so much encouraging, reminding them that you have a membership program. And as soon as you do that, everybody in your channel that's a member will start dropping those special emojis. Now, I tweak it a little bit too because I have the floating emotes. When we are in a non-emergency or eruptive time where we can take a breath and it's a little bit more relaxed, I have some pages, my live streams. When you do the emojis, they float all over the screen for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see at a large customized emoji that you can only get by being a member, $1.99 is not too far off. People love it.
Wow, that's gold. All right, we're just about back. I completely lost it this time, so I'm sure I'm doing everything out of order. I'll have to just ask for everybody's patience for that. Conscious business services and opportunities. Luckily, Scratch and PPA caught it. He catches all of my mistakes. I don't know how. But this creator also gifted a membership, so I've got them on the screen right now. We're going to get to Jay and Knight next. Mona Did What will be right after that, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Right before we went on that break there, hopefully everybody's enjoying those clips, by the way. That episode of the interview series is already out. That was the first episode with 2 pineapples. So we talked for almost an hour and a half. The second episode is out as well. We'll play a clip from that in another little while. But when Pat Master mentioned the idea of memberships while we were on break there, they were mentioning the idea of adding a membership list to the screen. And that's something that entices memberships, which is a great tip. right? So I just want to add to it. So you'll notice in our screen here in Superchat, there are several widgets, right? So one of them in the bottom of the screen in the center is a list. That's called an event list. That's all the recent things that have happened, like when we have a, when we have a gifted membership, or when we have a super chat or a super sticker or anything like that. Oh, and then Scratch and PPA, I might be making a mistake. Did I, yeah, let me know if I didn't understand and I got that wrong, please. It's already passed in the chat. I can't go back and scroll. Pardon me. Anyway, so what I was mentioning is the idea. Pat Master mentioned a member list, right? So you'll notice in the bottom corners of our screen, they're somewhat outdated again, unfortunately. They always are. But I've got these screenshots of a lot of channels there, and what they are is members and moderators. So one of the things you might notice, and I don't want to solicit things like super chats and memberships here, they're unnecessary. Very much appreciated when they do happen. But what I do is I don't mention those as a perk when somebody's considering memberships. And the reason why is because one of the things we can consider is always planning to give more than we promise, right? And that's easy to do when we think about perks for memberships, because you can always list a few things that you're going to do and then do extra, right? So community posts, even though I even them out between everybody, half of them probably go out for members, some of them go out for super chatters, but I always make sure that some of them also go out for creators who have supported us in other ways. Not everybody has an unlimited budget. Not everybody can support everybody as much as they want. And we have to remember, super chats and memberships are not available on every platform and in every region or country. So those are things to consider that we might forget. But by putting things on the screen or adding perks in, if you have other ideas or better ideas and things like that, that can be a real bonus. Because what it does is, it's like when you buy a product at the store, you bring it home and it was even better than you thought when you bought it, and you're so happy to have it, right? Same thing with memberships for your channel. When you're considering offering them, if there's something you want to offer, is you can give a bonus that is unexpected, and people feel that much better that they got your membership, as opposed to possible buyer's remorse, which means somebody buys something because in the heat of the moment they thought it was a good idea, but then they regret it after because they're like, oh, I really shouldn't be, spending money on this kind of thing at times, right? Itchin' to Scratch UK, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Mr. Fulton Mraz has a birthday coming up. He's been a friend of about 5 years. And Leonica Lofton, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So when we look at conscious business services and opportunities, we see that this is a creator who has been another longtime friend. She's been with us about 4 years as well. Charlene Heel is the creator behind this channel. She's got 2 different channels. And I recently actually joined her for conversations and live streams on both of them just a few months ago, with the idea of helping other YouTubers by sharing even some of the mistakes we've made in our YouTube journey. And I promise you, I make as many mistakes as anybody else. My videos are full of mistakes. Here in Tuberchat, I trip over my sentences all the time. I get channels out of order, and thank goodness, you hear me say it, thank goodness Scratch and PPA is a shining jewel in the Tuberchat family. He catches at least most, if not all, of what I do. So Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is going to bring us income opportunities along with wealth, spirituality, and a mindset shift to go along with the wellness coaching we know and love from Charlene Heel. So she's working on 1,500 subscribers right now. I see she's got another motivational video. I'll put that into my catch-up list. It's quite short, but that's okay. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Shorts on this channel bring more motivation and inspiration, up to 5,400 and 6,500 views, and then live streams are frequent on this channel. I'm not sure if she's live every day, but usually several times a week between the two channels that she has. And then when we connect here in Tuber Chat, the best success is always found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them first, knowing that they'll get back to you afterwards, as opposed to saying, come get me. So I just want to make sure everybody gets the most value of their time when you're here. Leonica Lofton, thank you for a super chat, by the way. I'm just going to get that onto my list right now. You're going to be up right after Mona Did What and Jay and Knight. They're coming up in a moment. Sweet Melissa's here. I'm going to put her on the wheel. She happens to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then Blue House Travels Travel Services, thank you so much for another super chat. They've done that countless times before as well. And that is Social Couplepreneur with a second channel. So I'm going to get them up after Leonica Lofton. And thank you again for those replies on those super chats. They really do have great effect. As you can see, more highlights in the chat makes it that much more fun, at least in my opinion. And then Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is run to us, or presented to us by Charlene Heal. And like I said, I've been featured on both of her channels, actually more than once, I believe, too, at least on one of them. Pardon me, she's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. On her original channel, working on 2,300 subscribers. And Rambling with the Brooms, yes, good to see you in the house. Ace Flaw 1 is here. Rambling with the Brooms is Scott. He's another fellow Canadian who happens to be a member and moderator here. And then, when we look at Charlene Heal, we see that this creator is going to bring wellness coaching and content that's going to motivate and inspire us in line with what we just saw from a second channel. Sometimes she's indoors, sometimes she's outdoors. She does a lot of live streaming over here as well. I've just taken her latest video and put it into my catch-up list so I can keep caught up with her. And you see she's got live streams coming over here as well between her two channels. It's just about daily. And then shorts videos here as well on this channel have started to get towards 7,000 views and halfway to 8,000, which is great to see. So thank you again, Charlene Heal, for another gifted membership. I'm sure you'll enjoy that. It's the second time we've seen YouTube turn around and give a membership right to the person who gifted it, if that makes sense. Jay and Knight is coming up in a quick second. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Jay and Knight is another fellow Canadian, so he dropped a super chat earlier in the chat. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. He gifted a membership as well. All that generosity, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. For that reason, we put these channels on the screen right away. We'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. We've still got 2 hours to go, lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Jay and Knight is working on 400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They come to us from just about an hour outside Toronto, Canada, and they bring us outdoors, camping, exploration, and more. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos because I can see I'm behind there. They've put a few videos out in the last couple months. I'm going to put one of these into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to see their top 5 picks when it comes to some camping ideas here by the look of it. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 2,500 views, even 11,000 on one of these. Nice to see some Karen videos, of course. I'll be looking forward to that. And then the live streams on the channel as well. Up to a few months ago, these bring a little bit of variety, but hopefully we'll see some more from Jay and Knight. He's been a friend of what I think might be a couple of years already. It's got to be a year and a half, if not. Legal-minded friends, Karen Cole from the UK. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. K. Renee's Garden. They've been live a few times over the last couple of weeks as well. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Yeah, around the Hamilton area, I actually caught Jay and Knight in one of their videos. I recognized a gas station. You may even know the one. Scott's a Canadian as well, from closer to Ottawa. But anybody who's been through Hamilton, which I think is a fairly well-known city around the world, not like Hamilton, Bermuda, but I recognize the gas station, and most of us who travel between Toronto and Niagara Falls have probably stopped there once. Mona did what? Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in, and with that generosity as well. Jay and Knight, thank you for your super chat and gifted membership. Oh, pardon me. We got to do something in a second here as well. Pardon me, because I don't mean to watch videos while we stream, but that's okay. Florida Claimers Ted has a birthday going on. He's live right now, so we're just going to look at that for a quick second in between our channels here. We don't want to miss his birthday. Tasha Lynn, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Yes, pardon me while I get stuck. We are having quite a busy evening. So Mona Did What is working on 6,600 subscribers now. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. The thing about Mona Did What is not only is this creator going to talk to us about quilting, as well as bag making, as well as a few other things. This creator is going to talk to us about how to avoid some of the mistakes we might make, especially when we're quilting. For anybody that hasn't done it, like myself, we can all imagine how much work goes into that. But Mona Did What has some interesting equipment as well, which I didn't know existed until I saw her channel a couple of years ago. But this creator also tells us how to fix some of the mistakes when we see them. And then, yeah, Rambling with the Brooms, it's that shell that's, I think, right after, I forget if it's at 50 Road or something, or, yeah, close to Grimsby. Shorts on Mona Did What's channel. More variety over here. You can see she's having a lot of fun, but that's always the case on her channel. 5,300 views. And then 10,000 on one of these, which is great to see. And, of course, she's monetized. When we look at live streams, we know that she's live frequently, so every few days here, either so in chat or she might be doing a StreamYard panel. She's always got friends up there with her, but you're going to find a fast-rolling chat over there. She's always got vibrant conversation going on, and like I said, Mona Did What has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for as long as I can remember now, but it's at least a couple of years. And she does some unique things on her channel, like I said, helping us avoid mistakes and then fix them when we make them as well. Some of us may not have known that those mistakes could be fixed, by the way, and saves the stress of disaster that might have you discarding something that you've made a mistake on, as opposed to trying to fix it, if that makes sense. But you'll see what I mean when you get there. Florida Claimers Ted, we're just going to look at for a quick second here. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing,
where's his,
please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Oh, hot mic moment there. I wonder if the Stock Explorer is still in the house. Is Ted not monetized right this second? I'm looking for the super chat button. I don't see it there. I'll just spend one more second at this. He might not be monetized right now. Okay, I just left him a happy birthday message, but that was really the point. I would have dropped a super chat over there. He's done that kind of thing many times, and he's another influential friend. He's been friends with us here in the Tuber Chat family for a long time. I hope everybody will wish him a happy birthday. He might still be live when we're finished. I'm not sure how long, if his live streams go longer than a couple of hours. We'll be here until midnight Eastern, 2 hours from now-ish. And Andre Southgate, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a prize fighting channel. Jay and Knight, thank you for the membership as well. That means I'm going to put your channel onto the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat, for as long as that membership continues, of course. And Leonica Lofton dropped the super chat as well. So thank you, Mona Did What. Thank you, Jay and Knight. Thank you, Leonica Lofton, for all this extra generosity. I certainly do appreciate it. We still have yet to see Bluehost Travel's travel services, so we'll get to that in a moment. Now, Leonica Lofton is another creator who found us just recently, a few months ago. This creator's working on 1,600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards that milestone. She's going to talk about gaming reviews, online shopping, and more, inspiration, entertainment, and a whole lot of fun. So she just got a few videos here right now. 2 of these are quite short, so I would recommend using this 12-minute video to connect with her, because we're always looking for videos that are 3 minutes or longer when we connect with other creators. And then, pardon me, the Simple Alaskans, I don't think I put you on the wheel yet. I'm going to do that right this second. And Leonica Lofton, let's have a look at your shorts videos. These have gotten into 1,900 views on one of these, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. So she's been live, it looks like every week. I'm not sure if she's doing these on schedule, so forgive me if I'm unsure about that. I've caught her a couple of times. Hopefully I'll catch you again soon. It looks like she's doing those weekly. And then Leonica Lofton, we'd love to push her, like I said, towards the 1,600 subscribers. We know she's thinking about, obviously, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So thank you again for another super chat. And Bluehost Travel's travel services is coming up for the same reason. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So Bluehost Travel's travel services is an interesting channel because it comes to us from a couple of creators we already know, and I'll show you their original channel in a moment. Here they're focusing on their travel service, so when we think about travel or cruising for ourselves, we can reach out to them. It's great to know that we've got friends in the travel industry. We've got a few actually now that happen to be either providing travel services or happen to be travel agents, but Bluehost Travel's travel services might be the first that I knew of in the Tuber Chat family, because like I said, this is a second channel from creators we already knew, and I'm going to show you that channel in a second. So they got a few shorts here that have done really well, 2,300, 2,700, 7,500 views, and then live streams on the channel. They've just done a few of these, but we'll keep an eye on the channel, see if they're going to keep these up. And then Social Couplepreneur is where we know and love this couple of creators. They're monetized over here, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. This channel features family, food, as well as a little bit of travel. When we get into their videos, I can see them behind. They put a new video out just a month ago. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep or get caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool for that, but you get an idea. A lot of travel videos over here as well. Shorts on this channel, let's have a look at how these are doing. 3,700, 4,400 views, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. So they've done these up to a few months ago. We'll likely see them again. I've been lucky to catch them many times over the years. I'm not sure if Social Couplepreneur might have been with us for close to 4 years now. It's got to be 3 if it's not 4. But hopefully everybody will connect with them. Now, the reason why I keep mentioning that, even though I've actually lost track of how long some of these friendships have gone on, is just so that you can understand what kind of support you can expect back from creators like this, and hopefully take inspiration from the idea that you know there are generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters willing to support you years into the future if we could all just meet ourselves. And then thank you everybody for the thumbs up, the hearts, and everything else. outs. I really do appreciate those. And then, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then, when we look at Randacita, we see a longtime friend as well. It's great to see you in here. I think I just shared one of their videos out in the last couple of days. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Sal's Camper Life, I hope I said hello earlier. And yeah, the Stock Explorer, is Ted not monetized right this second? I went over there and just said happy birthday. I might have forgotten the fact that he might be in between right now. And then Randacita is here with 140 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 200 they're thinking about. This is Miranda sharing her passions and killing her depression by providing PTSD and anxiety, an excellent outlet. So she's got quite a bit on here in variety, but lots of travel by the look of it as well. She's got quite a few videos. Hopefully we'll see some more. She's been at it a couple years as well. And when we look at shorts on the channel, we see that this creator's gotten into 3,000, even almost 7,000 views. This is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And actually, Randacita is one of our longest standing members. They've been friends of ours for what is likely beyond 2 years, maybe as long as 3 as well. And again, I just keep saying that so that you understand the kind of support you can expect back from some of the creators here in the Tuber Chat family. So hopefully everybody will connect with Randacita. Hopefully we'll see some new content shortly. And like I said, push them towards the 200 subscribers we know that they're thinking about. So I'm going to spin the wheel one more time. And then we'll see who's coming up next. What we're going to do is go for a very quick break. We'll make this one 3.5 minutes. We'll come right back with KP Heathen. Okay, we're almost back. We're going to look at KP Heathen. I just wanted to hop on a second early. We had a question in the chat, and I got something else to talk about here for a second. But Life with Tanisha RN, who's who's a brand new channel for us today, I think. And forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but they had a question in the chat. So they were talking about how often do you recommend doing a live stream, and how long should they be? So the idea behind live streaming, as far as how long they should be, I would kind of go along with the idea that I often describe here for videos, where I say a video should be however long it should be. So the thing is, if you have 3 hours to live stream, then by all means. If you have 12 hours, by all means. The idea is that if you can keep up the content and conversation, which is easy to do, the chat will help you always. But if you can do that, then for as long as you want is the idea. When I talk about videos, I just say you don't want to cut out good stuff, but you also don't want to drag a video on. So some people will aim the size of their video around a certain amount. People might tell you, like, for a live stream, make it an hour, make it 2 hours, make it 12 hours. There's all kinds of different opinion, but that really is just opinion. When it comes to videos, you know, people might say, oh, try to make them 8 minutes so you can put the extra advertisement in it. We used to say 10 minutes for that, but you will find, this goes for everybody, when you become monetized, if that's something that you want for your channel, you will find the ad money will eventually become the smallest part, in most cases, of your monetization. It's exciting to talk about, exciting to have, and, you know, all of us are probably thankful for every penny that comes in when we're thinking about that kind of thing. But you will find that ad money becomes a lot less significant in the grand scale of monetization than we think it is before we have it. The reason why I say that is because not having an abundant number of ads isn't the worst idea in the world. For a lot of different things, like let's say you've got a video and you think about it, you really don't want people to be stopped in the middle of it because of an ad, then just take the mid-roll ads off of the video. When it comes to longer stuff, maybe you want them in there. Depends on your strategy, but you got to think about the viewer experience as well. YouTube somewhat helps with that. So that's a bit of a long speech. And it's more opinion than anything else. I never want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do in their channel. I never want to make it sound like I think I know everything. I certainly do not. I've been corrected on Superchat many times before. Really what I want for everybody is just to be happy. That's the truth. I want you to get out of YouTube what you want to get out of it. So even when it sounds like I'm telling people what they should or shouldn't do, I don't mean for it to be that way. It's just opinion. You can add it to what you already know and what you're going to continue to learn, so you can make your own decisions, and I'll be happy to see everybody doing that, because I learn from creators with channels of all sizes every single day. When we talk about how often you should live stream, so there are a lot of opinions out there. Here's the idea. If you can consistently put out a quality piece of content once per week, that's enough to make a channel grow organically. Because we're talking about live streaming, I feel the same way about that as well. Best idea is to pick a day and time where you can be consistent, and once a week would be the minimum. If you're not already there or you can't do it right away, that's fine. You just want to do whatever you can. Maybe that will be a goal to get to a consistent level. Some creators might find success with moving their streams around, but if your channel has enough traffic, YouTube gives us a tool in the analytics to show us when our audience is available for our channels most often, and it's different for almost every single channel. So while in my opinion Saturday and Sunday are the best days on YouTube for traffic overall, you might find that Tuesday not only works for you, but has a bigger audience for your particular channel if you've been putting your content out on Tuesday. Of course, Scratch and Pete PA comes to mind. He posts on Tuesday with perfect consistency for 3.5 years now. Now, these are just ideas. Anything we do on YouTube to double up or triple up is going to move everything that much faster. Now, I don't necessarily think that putting out 7 videos or 7 live streams in a week is going to make your channel move 7 times faster than it otherwise would have. But when we talk about the idea of 2 live streams, pardon me, or maybe even 3, that could be the case. Rambling with the Brooms has pointed out when he does 2 live streams, 2 videos, and 2 shorts, the channel moves faster than any other time, if I understand him right. Somebody like the Stock Explorer live streams frequently, but without a schedule. Here in Superchat, we live stream frequently, but without a schedule, and are always busy. But that was years of building up, not to mention I happen to have been in social media ever since the beginning. So I would like to say I knew what I was doing before we started. That's impossible, but we were hoping. I'm just glad that some of it turned out to be right. I was overwhelmed by the generosity I saw in a few creators on YouTube after I'd started, and that's what inspired this channel. So it's great to know that all of that still works. So if you want me to clarify any of that stuff, just please mention it. But these are just ideas. Thank you again, Life of Tanisha RN, for the question. I did not yet add another name to our wheel from our chat list, but I did take a few names off of the wheel. Jesse Miller, just please let me know if you're still watching. Shades of Grey, let me know if you're still here. I often take names off the wheel after about an hour or so, just so that we can get to more channels. And I always add a name to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. So, somebody who otherwise might not have been on the screen or the wheel. So let me just have a look through our chat here for a quick second. I did put Leonard Mountain Homestead onto the wheel. Tiffany Lavishark Johnson has been added. And then for any of our members that haven't been on the any of our members that are listening or watching that may be unsure about their name being on the wheel, just say anything at all in the chat. I'll make sure you get on there. And then Jevin Richardson, that mistake I keep making where the clips play over each other after a break is just something with the Stream Deck. It is a real headache to try to reverse that. I just keep forgetting to press a button. The trouble it takes to set that up so I don't have to press the button is a lot more trouble than it's worth, in my opinion. But I hopefully will do a better job of remembering to press the button. So someday I hope to show everybody what on earth I'm talking about. A Stream Deck, for anybody that hasn't seen it, this is the kind of thing, and then it's got a button, a bunch of buttons, so I can turn my microphone on and off. And I can do things like, say we're going on a break, and then switch the screens back by pressing a couple of these. So I love it. It's absolutely not necessary, but something that's popular as well. I am Betty J. Gathers. Good to see you in the house. We talked about that channel briefly earlier. I'm going to put her channel on the wheel right now. She's one of our longest standing members. And then Peterson Farms of Nashville. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody as long as everybody's still active. Jay and Knight, I actually took you off the wheel after we had your channel up. I only ever feature a channel once per stream, unless I make a mistake. The Numismaniac, yeah, it's the biggest one, which is the one that I have now, is quite expensive. It was 400 Canadian dollars, if I'm not mistaken. I had been given, I think Kristen gave me the original Stream Deck Mini, but I loved it so much. And once I finally started to use the thing, I was like, this is incredible. I can make TuberChat a better production with this thing. It will be that much more worth it. But that's because I also expect, for those of you who have been keeping score for the last 4 years, I expect to do 1,000 episodes of TuberChat as a minimum. So we'll see. It's going to take another year and a half to get there, but we'll expect to. So KP Heathen is up on the screen right now, and this is another creator who's here with us frequently, obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Numismaniac, I've got you on the wheel, by the way. The Irish Jig, you're free to do at any point behind the scenes. 600 subscribers for KP Heathen right now. They've got quite a bit of variety on their channel here. I see a few outdoor videos right now. They're talking about prepping, cooking, and reviews for a lot of products. I'm just going to take the latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep or get caught up with them. Playlists can be a great tool for that. They got shorts on their channel as well. These have gotten into 2,600 views and beyond. And then I gotta make something like this actually. And then hopefully everybody will help push them towards the 700 subscribers we know that they're thinking about. They're also here with us frequently in our Tuber Chat live streams. And Botrix, you see in the chat there, is dropping the link for that podcast video series that I keep playing clips from. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And Carolina Diamond Productions, they love cooking. I wish I loved it, but not quite. Yeah, the Numis Maniac's always making me laugh. Shawani28 Budo channel, good to see you in the house. I'm not sure if I've got that name right. I'm not sure if we pronounce that Budots or Budo. And forgive me for being mistaken. I wonder if that's, is that Budots like the music that I know of? Forgive me for being mistaken, but I'd love to pronounce your channel properly. For anybody who hears me say your channel name wrong, just please correct me, because I always want to pronounce everybody the way they want to be promoted, if that makes sense. The Stock Explorer, thank you for the tip on Ted's birthday today. Florida Claimers, Ted's doing a live stream right now celebrating. And I was able to get in there and say happy birthday because the Stock Explorer, luckily I've got a great friendship with, and we were talking on Instagram earlier today about stock market crashes and tech stock sell-offs and stuff like that they were letting me know about. But they happened to mention Ted's birthday, knowing I wouldn't want to have missed that. So, Nora is somebody who cares very deeply about those of us in the Tuber Chat family, the Tuber Chat, or pardon me, the YouTube journey in general, their own community, of course, which is growing. And if you can catch them for a live stream, you're going to see one of the fastest rolling chats in the Tuber Chat family. They rival those of Hilda DC or Scratch and PPA or Garden State Gardener and only a few select others. It is very fast-paced, very high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. The Stock Explorers monetize lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. This creator talks to us about the stock markets and a little bit of crypto. They do that in a level-headed and down-to-earth way with video shorts and streams with everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options, trading, and NFTs. This creator as well has got into shorts that bring pure variety. So lots of creators are doing this regardless of category or niche of their channel, bringing variety into the shorts videos, 3,900, even 10,000 on one of these, which I think is still getting a few views. And then live streams are frequent. Now, sometimes Nora is talking about the stock markets and crypto here. Sometimes it's just friendly conversation and StreamYard panels. I've actually joined them on their channel once for a dedicated 2-hour live stream. And then as well, the Stock Explorer does a lot of lottery ticket scratch battles with other creators as well. These can be very exciting, and it's another way to collaborate with creators. Very fast-paced, very high energy. So hopefully everybody will connect with the Stock Explorer, and you know that this is obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, not to mention a member and a moderator here. Rushing Wind Mountain, Ruby, I don't think I have you on the wheel already. They were in Jason's earlier as well. Just Jason Keto and more was live. I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. And then we're going to look at another channel from Nora, the Stock Explorer. This is called Tropical Buzz. They happen to live in Florida, but they're going to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they will grow themselves. They've got a few videos out there already, a few shorts to go along with it, getting into hundreds of views here, and hopefully we'll see some more content from this creator. We'd love to push them towards the 300 subscribers on this channel that we know that they're thinking about. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Carolina Diamond Productions is coming up right now. They let us know they love to cook. We're going to see that on their channel, along with a lot of variety. They've been a friend a long time. I've lost track of how long this has been, but I think they've been with us for several years now. So they've got quite a few videos here. I think what I'm going to do is take this Sunday puppy playdate video. I don't know why, like, my Instagram feeds and everything else is like, you know, they'll show me car accidents and horrific things that happen to people, and then puppies and kittens and stuff like that. The algorithm over there is kind of weird. But I'm going to take this video, I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. I'm always up for some positivity. And Carolina Diamond Productions otherwise brings pure variety. But look at this, like, wow, that's a barbecue meal that looks delicioso to me. Lots of more variety, some topical ideas on the channel as well, both in videos and live streams. They got shorts over here, 3,100 and 4,300 views. And then live streams on the channel as well. And these, like I said, some topical content here. Sometimes we've just got a chance to get to know Carolina Diamond Productions. And they're live just about every day. Especially lately, so I caught them a little while ago. A few times a week is a minimum. So hopefully everybody will connect with Carolina Diamond Productions. They're officially on the road to 1K now. It's an important and exciting milestone in everybody's YouTube journey, so we'd love to push them towards that 1,000. Ashley, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. When we look at Just Jason, Keto, and More, we see a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and fellow Canadian here who I've met up with in real life a couple of times, actually. He wants to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, and the motivation and inspiration behind it with a keto-based diet or lifestyle as the focus of the channel. Now, I'm going to take his latest video here. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. He is doing some interesting work with AI-generated graphics these days, updating his avatar and banner frequently. He's got a lot of merchandise and things like that, and this creator's got a ton of recipes that are healthy alternatives to some of the things we see most frequently out in the world. So he's going to help us with a keto-based diet or lifestyle, and typically low carb, as he was describing today, where the keto-based diet talks about, let's say, 20 grams of carbs or less per day, if I understood that right. He's always got vibrant conversation in the chat, whether it's a live stream or a premiere. Even Consume the Goodness, who was a guest on the channel a couple of weeks ago, was there today again, engaging in the chat. And this creator, like I said, has tons of recipes on the channel. What I really like about Jason's recipes is that they are simple. They only feature a few ingredients and are easy to make. I know simple and easy, we interchange those words, but they are both simple and easy to make, which is a key for somebody like myself who does not enjoy cooking. I wish I enjoyed it. I'm trying, but I'm not there yet. But Just Jason, Keto, and More does a great job. He also has done a couple of live streams where he's cooked live, which is really cool. He's got a multicam setup there. He's also got lots of other guests on the channel. Now, these are in both videos as well as live streams. These influencers will share their life experience, their tips, tricks, trials, tribulations, everything we might think of when it comes to the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Jason's got a lot of product reviews on the channel as well. Once in a while, he breaks off into something a little bit different, like a product review or an outdoor adventure, but most often, he's bringing us informative content, like when he's headed out to Keto-Palooza, which he's going to be at again this year. With lots of influencers there as well. Shorts on his channel have gotten into 5,000, 6,000, and even 22,000 views, and I've seen this one. By the way, it's entertaining as well as informative. When we get into live streams on his channel, we see, like I said, he's live every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. He was just live earlier. And then if he ever has to skip a week, he drops a premiere. So I missed him last week. Try to be there when I can. But Just Jason Keto and More, wow, is working on 2,900 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. And he is a really big advocate for the Superchat family, for which I'm grateful. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who truly wants to help everybody. And actually, he mentioned something in his live stream today, but I know this about him already because I've met up with him and had conversations. We've been together literally for hours. And what I really love about the way Jason handles this stuff is he's willing to ask questions when they're asked, but he doesn't try to force his lifestyle on other people, right? So when you get to his channel, whether it's for a live stream or a premiere, you get a warm welcome from his community. But I believe that personality trait, if we want to call it that, is what has built the culture around the channel as well. So you get a warm welcome, answers to questions, motivation and inspiration when we need and want it. But Just Jason Keto and More is just trying to help where people want to be helped and not necessarily trying to change anybody, which is great to see. It might be weird the way I'm saying it, but I'm sure everybody understands what I mean. And I think that is a part of what is making his channel grow so rapidly now. So let's spin the wheel. Let's get another channel up onto the screen and we'll see what's happening. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Look at that. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss putting the Numismaniac on the wheel today, so I did it twice. No keto police in the house. Yes, Just Jason Keto and More. That's a great way to put it. Absolutely. So the Numismaniac is up on the screen as well. This is the skipper. Let's head over to his live stream page. This is the skipper right here. I knew this thumbnail would be there. He was doing a live stream the other day and very focused, which I thought was great. This creator will bring us a lot of history on the channel, along with the main focus, which is talking about numismatic collectible coins and other valuable collectibles. So there's lots of information on his About page. Another fellow Canadian, as a matter of fact. He is from Edmonton, Alberta, though. He's working on 1,000 subscribers and almost halfway on that road. We always say you're on a road when you get to a 100 milestone. Since he's almost at 950, he'll likely be at 950 after this stream if he gets one more subscriber right now. Halfway on the road to 1,000, which is an important and exciting milestone in everybody's YouTube journey, of course. Now, the Numismaniac does a lot of live streams. He's got a lot of StreamYard panelists that will come up with him, a vibrant conversation there. And then this creator also has some shorts, one of which has gotten into 1,700 views, which is great to see. Videos are frequent on the channel. He's got a mail call video as the latest, but he's doing a challenge on the channel as well. So he's coming out with daily videos. I'm just going to take the latest one, put it in my catch-up list here. The Numismaniac as well is far beyond the typical ideas when I talk about a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I'm going to show you a second channel from this creator called Santa Claus North Pole Canada. You might wonder, why on earth am I putting up a channel about Santa Claus at the North Pole right now? But this creator brings us a second channel. This is brought to us by the Numismaniac. We are able to get messages to and from Santa Claus through this creator's second channel here, but he also brings Christmas in July to those who can really benefit from that. So we see more generosity and inspiration from this creator. So I want to bring this out right now because the channel's active right this minute. I'm going to take the latest really short video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list as well. And then this channel will be much more active again after Halloween, like it usually is, right, when we get towards the Christmas season here in North America. So hopefully everybody will connect with the Numismaniac and his second channel, Santa Claus North Pole Canada, and I'm sure you will be inspired when you see the work that he's doing over there on that second channel. Jeremy D-Day, I'm going to put you on the wheel right now. He's got a membership. I think he picked that up today. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. What we're going to do right now is take another break for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back with Harmony of Hearts. And right before we go on that break, I'm going to play for you another clip from our interview podcast series. This one, featuring Moz6510 models from the UK, is already out. We talked for almost 2 hours. And Moz has always been an incredible friend to all of us, willing to share all of his experience and knowledge when it comes to the idea of YouTube channels. He's been instrumental in the ideas behind how we swap playlists, the ways that we connect with each other. And you'll find a lot more information from him. In this interview series, I tried to let the guests really give their opinion without interfering with my own, because we all get to hear from me every day or every time we're here. So you really get valuable information and their opinion. And then these conversations, like I said, go on for anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. They've all of the creators featured have been longtime friends of Superchat, usually for 3 years or longer, and all of them have long passed their 10,000 subscribers. Well, thank you for that. So it's interesting that we're talking about shorts already. We've got a lot to go over today. But since you've mentioned it, that's one thing that I was planning to ask, is the idea that you can give us, regardless of, like, you know, a lot of people are going to have different opinions about whether shorts are helpful. Some creators have broken off into separate shorts channels and things like this. But in your experience, now going through what you have with shorts, what advice can you give to somebody just in the beginnings of their YouTube journey before their 10,000 subscribers, so that they can have the best chance of making shorts work for them as opposed to against them?
So ultimately, you've got to have a passion in what you're doing. There's no point in, say, I'm going to do videos on fixing cars when you have no idea on how to fix cars.
Yes.
Okay. I am more shocked at what people are willing to sit there and watch than actually do it. I did over the Christmas period, I was given a huge model to build and I live streamed it. It's not quite finished yet. I've still got another day on it, so it'll be another like 8 years. So I was basically doing 4 to 6 hour live streams of building this kit. And people were turning up every day, having me in their background or in the background, watching me and listening to me while I was effing and jeffing at this kit. You know what I mean? And if they've got a passion for what you're doing, they're more likely going to watch that passion from you and push. So if you are going to set up a YouTube channel today, if your passion is walking, record it.
Yes.
But make sure that you envelop and make sure that what you're saying and what you put in the video is aimed at the audience. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, when I do a YouTube video, I don't think I'm talking to 50,000 viewers.
Yes.
I'm talking to one person.
Right.
So if you create a video of your passion, make it personal, that you're talking to that one person that's watching you. If you see what I mean. You know, you are just talking to one person. So create the video for your best friend. So he's going to say, you know, and people will become endowed by that. They'll listen to that because you'll be like their friend as well. So that's my one tip, I think, is to make sure that you make the videos not personal in your life, personal about what's on the footage,
yes,
and that you're making that video for your best friend.
Right. That's great advice too.
Yeah.
Each person, yes, is looking through their own set of eyes, regardless of who they're with.
Yeah.
All right, we're just about back. We're going to look at a channel called Harmony of Hearts, and this is a channel I'm still getting to know. Thank you, Just Jason Keto and more. Scratch and PPA, forgive me, I pulled your name off the wheel during the last break inadvertently. So what I often do is I will cut Pete's name off because I always keep him at the top of the wheel, and then I do this sort feature. So this is wheelofnames.com. Anybody can use this. And then I will compare it with my participant list to see who's here right now, so that I make sure our members who are in the chat are left onto the wheel. In the last break, excuse me, I forgot to add Scratch and PPA back in, but I got him back on there now. I may do that from time to time. I certainly don't mean to, of course. And then, yeah, Jevin Richardson. So the theme song for Tuber Chat, if we want to call it that, is a song called Bliss. So it's on our copyright-free music channel. Thrive Together is the name of it. You might notice it's a weird name with no vowels. So there's 3 versions. There is an original version and something I just called the light edit and the dark edit, just for lack of a better name for those. They're just remixes of the same song, but they're all available. Anybody can use any of our music, all the same music you hear in the background of Tuber Chat. It's all copyright free or royalty free. So Harmony of Hearts is up on the screen right now. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me another piece of content to watch. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time I get to know the channels over weeks and months by hanging out in premieres and live streams and watching videos. I get to know the content. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. They got a few shorts over here as well as some live streams. They've got one coming up actually later in the month, but it seems they just did one yesterday. So hopefully I'll catch them for one of these. It's been a little while, and it seems like they got StreamYard panels over there, so obviously vibrant conversation. They'll talk about all things mental health over here. So hopefully everybody will connect with Harmony of Hearts. Obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Like I said, I'm still getting to know the channel, but they've been with us several times now. And then we'll spin the wheel, and Rambling with the Brooms is coming up. So Butler Family Farm, I'm probably never going to take off the wheel again, because I know that Jerry is there. So a couple of creators, for instance, that's why, like, I might put a shout out for Shades of Grey or Jesse Miller or somebody like I Am Betty J Gathers, who I see is still here right now. I know not everybody can be here every day, and certainly not the whole live stream. So what I do a couple of times during the stream is remove a few names off of the wheel for any of our members that are not in that are inactive, just so that we can get to more channels towards the end of the stream. And that's been working out well. We've been really hooking up with a lot of brand new creators, a little bit better than we were for a couple of months there. So that ends up benefiting everybody in the community. But for any members that are listening or watching, I'm always going to put them right back onto the wheel as soon as we know that they're still here, if they haven't already been seen, if that makes sense. It's going to be time in another few minutes here for me to add another name to the wheel from our chat list, so I'll do that soon. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Okay, thank you, Blessed to Crochet. I put you back on the wheel. So I know it can be tough to read the wheel to see if name is on there. And I had taken Blessed to Crochet off for a moment there. So don't be shy to give us a nudge and just make sure you're still there. If you can, I'd love it if you could read it, just so that Pete doesn't have to look for everybody's name 100 times. But with that being said, we also want to make sure that we get everybody on there that's supposed to be on there. Lottery Junkie, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then when we look at Rambling with the Brooms, we see Scott, another fellow Canadian from the Ottawa area. This creator is another member and moderator, and he is now over 3,000 subscribers. So, you know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of 3,000 and beyond. Rambling with the Brooms is, for lack of a better term, a homesteading channel. All of the same content we expect from homesteading channels comes from Rambling with the Brooms. And even though he happens to be Canadian, we get to see a unique aspect to that homesteading. Now, he heads out on adventures, collaborates with other creators. He brings us a mix of indoor and outdoor content, a little bit of travel now, and he's got a second channel set up for that. But this creator I've even hung out with. Maple syrup is something that he does. Canada, of course, is known for its maple syrup, and you can hang out with him in a live stream. He'll be in the Sugar Shack during the right months of the year getting that stuff together. Shorts on this channel feature some of that Canadian winter weather. He's gotten into 2,000, 3,000, and almost 8,000 views on a few of these, which is great to see. And then live streams as well, of course. Primetime Fridays coming up. Procrastination Thursday is another series that he's had. He usually does at least 2 streams a week. And Rambling with the Brooms posts frequently. He collaborates with other channels regularly, and he's got a special project coming up as well. This Cruisin' Alaska 25, where they're going to cruise from Seattle to Alaska for a week in August of next summer. So lots of time to prepare. If you wanted to get booked on that cruise, you can talk to him or Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa about that. And they're trying to book 100 rooms of creators and supporters. Here's a thumbnail where he featured a few creators here. He's got a friend of his from Ottawa, Brampton Gardner, that we know and love from YouTube, Just Jason Keto and more, and of course Scott and myself there. We met up in Toronto just a couple of months ago for dinner and had great conversation and things like that. Rambling with the Brooms meets up with a lot of creators in real life, either for big meetups or one-on-ones, and you'll see that throughout his channel. Lots of StreamYard panels as well. He's an advocate for helping others grow. He is a moderator on dozens of channels now, and particularly when we find creators with 100 subscribers or less, he always wants to push them. When I look at travel escapes with the Brooms, we're going to find his travel channel with 58 subscribers now, so a little more than halfway on the road to the first 100. He's going to intend on bringing us lots more travel videos over here. He's got one so far. It's perfect to connect with, nice and long. And then he's got a few shorts over here as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with this generous, loyal, and dedicated member, moderator, and supporter. I'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And Wheat's Art is coming up right now. Pardon me just for one quick second. It helps the algorithm on... It helps... Oh, pardon me. Pardon me for that. I'm new today. Pardon me for that series of trip ups. Stock Explorer is making me laugh too. Wheat's Art is up on the screen right now. This is a creator that we already know and love called Wheat and Shaw, and they are bringing us an art channel over here. Not only are they featuring the art that they create, but also the tools in which they use to create that art. When we look at shorts on their channel, we see they've got, first of all, a lot of videos, but when we look at their shorts, we get an idea of exactly what kind of art they're bringing to us. And then this creator on their original channel brings us a lot of comedy, a chance to get to know them. It can be edgy at times, many times. But this creator always brings fun into everything that they do, including our chat. They're working on 700 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. It's pure variety over here, but they do bring their artwork, collections of different things, and a sparkling personality, if I do say so. And then 3,900 views on their shorts, 5,000 on one of these. More pure variety over here. And then this creator brings us live streams as well. He seems to be on approximately once a week. I'm not sure if it might be a little more frequently than that at times. I'm not sure if there's a schedule here. Hopefully I'll catch him randomly the next time. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And Blessed Crochet is coming up right now. Pardon me for 1 second, because for the life of me, I can't remember the name of your daughter's channel right now. I know it's been in the chat. She's been in the chat almost the whole time. I saw it earlier, and the name is just not coming to me right this second. But I'll put the channel up next. If you can let me know and remind me the name of the channel. I think I got it here. Chrissy's Cosplay Wardrobe. Okay, I got it. Pardon me. I had to scroll through the chat to get that. I don't know why I couldn't remember for a second. I'm still getting to know that channel, but Blessed to Crochet is somebody who's been with us frequently. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. I figured you'd probably catch it before me. When we look at Blessed to Crochet, we see a channel with 760 subscribers. We would love to push them towards the 800 that they're thinking about. And this creator is not only here every live stream, for which I'm grateful. I know not everybody can be, but they're also out supporting other creators. I run into them constantly when I'm bouncing back and forth between live streams and premieres for different channels. Rainy Ridge, good to see you in the chat if I didn't say hello already. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos. I'm going to take the longer of the two. Every minute matters when we're thinking about monetization. I'll put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. This creator's working, like I said, on 800 subscribers. Would love to push them a little bit closer. And Blessed to Crochet is going to talk about many different types of topics on their channel, along with the crochet that we know and love from their name. When we get into shorts on, this channel, we're going to see that this creator gets into 9,000 and even 10,000 views on a couple of these. Lots of variety mixed in there, lots of yarn as we would expect. And then when we get into live streams on the channel, we're going to see that they're live frequently. They were live either this morning, yeah, I think that was this morning, and they might be chasing some watch hours there. They've got a few different things going on. So yeah, they could be indoors, they could be outdoors as well. I've caught them a few times. Hopefully I'll catch you again for another one soon. It's been about a week if you're going to do another one. I'm sure they will. And Blessed to Crochet, like I said, is with us frequently. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. Yes, I would have missed that. I don't know how he does it, you know. And in all fairness, to be honest with you as well, you know that I speak highly of Scratch and PPA as a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. He literally goes far over and above when it comes to the idea of trying to help with this stream in particular, these streams, if we want to put it that way, but even on short notice. I've had to move things around this week. That might continue for a few more days. All is well, but we all know what it's like when your schedule just kind of gets jumbled around there. Even on short notice, Scratch and PPA is not only able to be here for the entire stream every time we're here, over 700 times now, I believe. But this creator also is able to pay attention to everything that's going on. He catches my mistakes. He keeps up with everybody in the chat. If you haven't already had a chance to connect with Scratch and PPA, I hope you will. We still have yet to see his channel today. Venom for Life, good to see you in the house. That's another creator who's been with us for at least 3.5 years, could be longer. And I'm just going to put up Lester Crochet's second channel right now. Pardon me, Jesse Miller Unboxings and More. I just put your channel on the wheel again. Occasionally I take names off the wheel if they're inactive, but I saw Jesse Miller come back in. We're going to look at Chrissy's cosplay wardrobe in a second. So, Blessing Through Connection is another channel from this creator. They're going to give us a bit of information shortly, I'm sure. And they've got just a check-in video so far, which is a live stream. And we'll expect more content shortly, but I'm hoping everyone will connect with them so that we can give this channel a head start and get them working towards that first 100. And then this obviously is the same creator we know and love from Blessed to Crochet, an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then Chrissy's cosplay wardrobe is Blessed to Crochet's daughter. And this is a channel I'm still getting to know as well, but they've been with us several times now. I'm just going to grab one of their videos here. Most of these are quite short on the front page here. I don't think I've used one of these yet in my catch-up list, so I'm going to do that right this second. But we see that they've also got official shorts videos. These have gotten into 7,000 and even 12,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. They've done one so far. We'll see if they're going to keep those up. We've got notification bells on for every single channel. And that gives us the opportunity to catch each other as often as possible. We still also have yet to see everybody's BFF, Butler Family Farm, which will eventually come up. Let's spin the wheel and see who's next. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then, look at that, Scratch and PPA is coming up right now. Of course, the wheel's listening, as all the social networks and every other thing online is listening. Scratch and PPA is a shining jewel in the Superchat family, as you've heard me say many times before. And this creator brings us a unique twist on lottery ticket scratching. He brings us the Scratch Challenge series of videos where we have the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook. What he does is pits two lottery tickets against each other in the Scratch Challenge. When you look at his channel, you'll see he's got presentation on the forefront of his mind. His bright, bold avatar is matched by the content in the thumbnails that we'd expect, but he also gives us a hint about the giveaways that happen in his video series. Then he's got his banner that he updates every single week, if you can imagine that. And his video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first video, well over 3.5 years ago. Not sure if we're getting close to 4 yet, but it's got to be soon, if not already. I should go back and look, actually. If I look through his videos and I go to the oldest video. So it still says 3 years ago, but I have a feeling that's going to switch to 4 soon. And then this creator as well, he posts every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. I know we talked about consistency today, but Scratch and PPA is a perfect example of somebody who picked a date and time that they decided would work for them. Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern is when he drops his premieres, and each one of them averages anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the giveaway status, if we want to put it that way. You'll have to watch his videos to see what I mean. And then you are going to find in his premieres one of the fastest rolling chats in the Tuberchat family. Faster than this, faster than almost any other. He rivals those of the Stock Explorer, Garden State Gardener, and a few select others. So it makes it very exciting, very fast pace, high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. 2,200 subscribers is his next milestone. We'd love to push him a little bit farther towards that. Little Lego Yarn Dude, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. When we look at live streams, we see that Scratch and PPA expanded the content on his channel this year by taking a trip to Italy and bringing us his first ever live stream. And then as well, he brought us a lot of vlogging style shorts, which I found to be unique, especially at the time, where he gave us a look at a lot of the different areas he visited while he was in Italy, along with some Italian lottery tickets we might not have otherwise seen. So I hope everybody will connect with Scratch and PPA if you haven't already. I know we've been having a few more new channels come through Tuber Chat over the last long while. And yes, Scratch and PPA is long due for a big win, but he's got a very big support system. Like I said, you are going to meet a lot of friends on his channel when you get into his premieres. It is very fast-paced and very high energy, like I said. And then, when we look at Scratch and PPA, we see that it's time for us now to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in a moment. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Rushing Wind Mountain is coming up right now. This is Ruby, and they are coming to us from the Pacific Northwest. They bring us nature and wildlife videos. We'll talk about their content in a second. Kicking it with the Rooks. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They're longtime friends as well. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. And then, yes, Little Lego Yarn Dude. That 20-minute time limit, I know requires a bit of patience, but I promise you it's absolutely worth it. The reason we use it here in Tuber Chat, first of all, it cuts down on trolling and spamming and all that kind of silliness. But secondly, it gives everybody a chance to see what we're doing before coming into the chat and trying to connect with creators or have other creators connect with them. So I'm sure everybody sees the benefit to it. And I do appreciate everybody waiting out that time limit, especially anybody with more than one channel. So Rushing Wind Mountain on the screen right now is approaching 4,000 subscribers. Now, they are incredibly supportive. They literally seem to be everywhere all the time, much like Scratch and PPA, the Stock Explorer, and many other creators here. They literally, I run into them constantly when I'm supporting other creators, bouncing in between premieres and live streams. Rushing Wind Mountain will bring a mix of wildlife and nature. We often will talk about ASMR when we talk about their videos because they come with relaxation, peace, calming content, including beautiful visuals and pleasing audio to go along with that. Otherwise, it's wildlife videos like I was talking about, and if you get through their shorts videos, you'll find some humorous moments in some of these as well. 11,000, 12,000, even 16,000 on a few of these, and then live streams are something they've been experimenting with. They've gotten both vertical live streams, horizontal live streams, or portrait and landscape, if we want to call it that. I must have caught them for this live stream, but I don't know why my red line is not quite going all the way across there. So what I'm going to do is take this video, I'm going to put it in my catch-up list, and I'll just rerun it. And that will make sure that all of the watch hours are caught on that, or the watch hour is caught on that video. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Phasio to King, Naruto Luffy Goku, good to see you in the house. That's another longtime friend. They happen to be member. And then Jeremy D-Day's coming up right now. There's a friend of about 5 years for me, long before Tuber Chat was even a thought. And then thank you so much, the Numismaniac. I always appreciate your kind words and your your ability to make me laugh in the chat several times during a stream. But that's another fellow Canadian and obviously an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. The Numismaniac from Edmonton, Alberta brings us that Santa Claus North Pole Canada channel I was talking about. I hope you'll go see what he's doing over there. When we look at Little Lego Yarn Dude, I see in the chat you said your other channel has a lot of hours. Does anybody... Oh, I didn't mean to hide your message there. Pardon me, I deleted your message. I didn't mean to do that. I see what you said about your main channel. We don't get to every channel every single day. I've still got 45 minutes to go, so I'll get to as many channels as we can. But as for hours, I'm unsure right now, unless you've got live streams that have got a lot of views or even videos that have got a lot of views. That would explain the watch hours, if that's what you mean. And then Jeremy D-Day's up on the screen right now. So this creator, like I said, has been with me for about 5 years. He's now well over 1,000 subscribers. And what he brings to us over here is a lot of variety. He's changed this up many times, but a lot of blogging, NFL jersey collections, weather from Wisconsin, some shorts, and other variety. So he's got a brand new video here. This is very short, but it's a quote video. So I'm just going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep or get caught up with him. Shorts on his channel. Some of these have done well, 27,000, even 68,000, which is great to see. Honcho Gaming STL, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Little Lego Yarn Dude, yeah, I could probably tell you why you've lost a lot of watch hours. I'll talk about it in a moment. Live streams on Jeremy D-Day's channel have gotten about up to a month ago, so we'll see if he's going to keep these up. These are more of an experiment, but this creator's got a lot of other experience. I'll show you his second channel in a quick second here, JD Knight 7. And this is where I've known Jeremy D-Day for 5 years now. This creator has brought us a lot of music reviews lately, more than anything else. I'm just going to grab his latest video, put this in my catch-up list. My guess is that Just Jason Keto and more will like a lot of music on this channel, because he was talking about that in his stream earlier today, the types of artists he likes. And then it is the 1 year thing, Little Lego Yarn Dude. That's what I would have mentioned, so I can't be sure, but I'm certain, quite certain that that would be the thing. It's a rolling 365 days. So whatever hours you accumulated 366 days ago are gone today. So we have to maintain or keep up our 4,000 hours of watch time or 3,000 hours of watch time, if we want to call it that. But in almost every case, when you get to 3,000 or 4,000, you're probably in a position to have enough traffic to keep that going. I haven't yet heard 100% for sure yet of a channel demonetized because they let the watch hours slip. So that's just an idea. And then JD Knight 7, like I said, a lot of music, album reviews lately more than anything else, but Jeremy D-Day is known for pure variety. Shorts on his channel have gotten into hundreds of thousands of views here on a couple of them, one over 500,000 views, which is great to see. Live streams he's just tested out, but we'll see if he's going to keep those up. We got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other. And then let's spin the wheel. So Butler Family Farm is going to be up next. What we're going to do right now is take another break for 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play one more clip from our brand new video podcast interview series. All of the creators featured in these interviews have been longtime friends of Superchat, and all of them have long passed their 10,000 subscribers. So one of the questions that's going to come up, especially when we've got a channel that's just grown, I mean, you guys have content getting into like well over 200,000 views. And people are always going to want to know how they can get more views on their video shorts and streams. So what can you tell us in your experience that you would give somebody as advice now?
I'm going to go first.
Yeah, you want to master at this one?
Don't be afraid to go back and change the thumbnails and the tags and the titles and stuff like that. Don't be afraid to do that. It doesn't have to be the exact same as it was when you posted it. If you have a better idea for a title or a thumbnail or a description or anything like that, go ahead and try it. Because no matter how many times you change it, YouTube is going to pick something.
Yep.
And it might push it out more. More people might like maybe the colour scheme on it or the wording on it or something like that. And that'll help bring more people in. That's what I think anyway. Because we were afraid to do that for a long time. And then when we started doing that a little bit, we noticed a bit more growth.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's my opinion with you.
Well, a lot of what Danielle said is spot on, but the thing about it is that's what's great about YouTube. You have that space to just go, you know, I didn't like that idea the first time it went up. Like, we've had thumbnails and we've had tags, we've had hashtags and stuff. We thought, oh, this is gonna go, it's gonna skyrocket, it's gonna be the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And no, it just went straight into the toilet.
Yeah.
But that's fine, because the beautiful part is you can go back, you can change it over, you can go, I'll experiment with this. Sometimes it could be, now this is what is crazy about YouTube, could be a tag changed,
Yeah.
it could be the title. Like, as much as people go, it's the thumbnail, like the title does play a major part, because like, if you turn around, let's say a plane flying in the sky, or you turn around and say a plane does a nosedive and then lands perfectly, what sounds better? Maybe that might work for some people, but see the way the two titles, like, well, I can just look at a plane or, oh, what's going to happen here? I don't know why I used the plane, but that's just where I went for it.
Yeah, but you're absolutely
just the
right.
contrast of like titles and tags,
It
like,
does make a difference.
it does. It's like, from our experience anyway, it has. Like, we went back and sometimes we just changed the thumbnail, and that did make a big difference. Like, there, what thumbnail we doing on? We done it on one of the military videos, and we done it actually the Star Spangled Banner video. We had the original thumbnail for that. We thought was the best thing we ever made. Got rid of it. See, this is what happens. Like, a month later, we're like, wow, this is the worst thing we could have ever put up. And I know people are probably going, no, it's really good, but this is what happens in your own head. You're like, wow, this is like not great. But we changed it to that one, and we love that one, and probably next month we'll change it again. But don't be afraid to change around your content and really experiment with what's out there.
That's great advice. All right, we're just about back. I'm going to try and move a little bit faster through channels. Thank you again, Scratch and PPA. I don't know what's with me today. Mistakes I find come from rushing. That is likely the story today. To be honest, I got a little bit on my mind all as well. I've just had my week shuffled around a little bit with a bit going on outside of work and all this. But I find that rushing is when mistakes are made the most. I promise you, I make as many as anybody. I don't know how Scratch and PPA catches all these, but he does. So we're going to look, at Butler Family Farm right now, kicking it with the Rooks in a moment because they dropped a super chat earlier. Pardon me. And then I'm just going to show you something. I showed this to everybody the other day. My family is very supportive. So while you don't often see them in YouTube videos, like let's say especially here in Superchat and this and that, most of them have done videos with me. My closest family, my nephew, my son, for instance, or whatever. Perhaps I'll do one with my sister and my niece eventually. But they do give me things like for my office or these Lego toys or collectibles, if we want to call them that. I have yet to put these together. I thought I would do stop motion videos. Hopefully one day I'll get to them. But they're meant to be not only for the backdrop over there, my shelf, but also for fun. They know that I love Lego. I always have. And then the only other thing that we ever ask, if anybody's got more than one channel, anybody's welcome to come in with both. The only thing that I ask is that the channels are treated separately. So we never say like, hey, you know, like my name's Kevin K. I never say, hey, it's me, go get my other channel, or like here, you recognize me from Superchat, come get me on this other one. We don't do that because it's very important how we connect with each other. And I know I'm not saying that right, but when you look in our video description, you'll get the instructions. It's very important we connect authentically and thoroughly. That Blue Moon, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. That's another friend of about 4 years. And then, and what I would expect as well, for anybody with more than one channel, it's best here in Superchat to come in with one per day. The reason why I say that is because when I remember, I'm going to show both of your channels anyway. I don't always remember, but I'll try to. But then, when I have my statistics beside me in the ChatBot Streamlabs that shows me how active everybody's been, when you're splitting your time between two channels, you're farther down on the list than you would be with one. We're going to be here three times a week, lots of time to meet lots of channels, so that's just a recommendation. And then Butler Family Farm is up on the screen, everybody's BFF. This is a farming channel or homesteading channel, as I like to call it, but they have 116 acres to share with us. We get to see all that it takes to look after a farm this size, including the livestock, which has added bees over the last couple of years. They've got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, and cats and dogs. Jerry and Susan share the camera work on this channel. I'm just going to grab one of their storm cleanup videos here. I'll put that in my catch-up list to catch up with them a little bit. They post frequently. They do a lot of meetups with other creators as well. They give us both outdoor and indoor videos and a chance to get to know them. Shorts on their channel have gotten into 10,000, 12,000, 25,000 views. Live streams are frequent. They've got a couple set up here. They're live every Monday. Next week is their 40th wedding anniversary. It's just about a week away. And then they're usually on Monday nights as well. I joined them just a couple of weeks ago with a StreamYard panel. They got lots of panelists here, lots of familiar faces on the channel, and they head out literally hundreds of miles for a lot of in real life meetups to collaborate with other creators. So they're here with us just about every live stream. I know not everybody can be. I do appreciate every moment everybody can be here, but Butler Family Farm really goes over and above to make sure they are here as often as they can be. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards their next milestone, and they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Kid Wonder is in the house with yet another channel. He's got like 17 of them now, I think. He's been a friend of about 5 years, and I hope everybody will connect with Kid Wonder if you haven't already. I'm going to put up Kicking It with the Rooks right now. They just dropped a super chat, so thank you for that extra generous support. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then Rainy Ridge, I hope you guys caught video of that if you visited Butler Family Farm then. And I'll be looking forward to that if you did. Kid Wonder, let me get you onto the wheel right now. Now, Kid Wonder's got an abundant number of channels, but I'll put a few of them up when I get to them. I've got them on the wheel now. For any of our members that haven't already been seen, like Jesse Miller Unboxings and more, I'm just going to put your name on the wheel again. If you haven't already been up there, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll get your name back on there. I often clear the wheel so that we can get through more channels, but I'll always put members back on if they're active in the chat and haven't yet been seen. Fazio the King is on there as well. So Kicking It with the Rooks is a long time friend. Now their channel, I gotta have a talk with them about this because their channel really started to explode. I heard that they had a video that really went like wildfire, so we'll have a look at that right now. They talk about family, lifestyle, vlogs, story times, but they've been friends of ours for at least a couple of years now. They are obviously generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. Monetize, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look through their videos, I just want to see what they've got here. So they got a few videos that have gotten into 5,000 and 7,000 here. I wonder if shorts have had to do with their growth, and it looks like they might have. So they've got several shorts into hundreds of thousands of views over here. 200,000, almost 500,000, 750,000, 1 million, and one shorts video at 26 million views. That is fantastic. So I think that's the biggest short video that we know of in the Tuber Chat family, but obviously that has led to explosive growth for Kicking It with the Rooks. So they say post shorts, y'all. Yes, for sure. And then please be careful about self-promotion in the chat for anybody, especially newer channels that are here for the first time today. After you connect with everybody here, they're going to know that you have live streams and videos and premieres, so they will be able to catch them if they can. But we don't want to self-promote too much to take up time in the chat. So Kicking It with the Rooks, that is great stuff. So congratulations for these. And then I'm hoping to get a chance to talk to them. I'll reach out to you. I'm sure you're on Instagram. We're probably already connected. Yes, there it is, Instagram right there. And then I'd just love to know the story about that, if you don't mind sharing. And then these creators do live streams occasionally as well. So they just did one for 50,000 subscribers. They're already at 60. They just did one a few days ago, but hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these. I've got notification bells on, of course, always have. And I'm just going to grab your featured video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list so I can just catch up with you the smallest bit as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with this down-to-earth, beautifully blended family from Memphis. We got a few friends from Memphis, and I'll look forward to talking and Kicking It with the Rooks and trying to squeeze them for some knowledge about what they think has led to some of this monster success that I'm sure we're all excited about for them. And there you go. Yes, Little Lego with a couple of channels in the chat, and Dolores is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. And thank you, Kicking It with the Rooks. Vern, actually, it's me, Vern. Oh, pardon me. What did she call her channel before? It's my YouTube BFF, and I'm tripping over my thoughts here. Elevate with Vern came to visit me, actually, just a couple of months ago, and she spent a couple of days. We spent all kinds of time together. We went to the casino and had a lot of fun and everything else. Made a couple of short videos. But she let me know that you guys were experiencing great success. I believe she let me know a while ago. So I'm looking forward to hearing about that. And then, pardon me while I try to look for Dolores here. And we're already subscribed, but it's an extremely popular and short name for a channel. So it might just take me a second to scroll through here. Let me get to them from the chat. And I'll drop the link for this channel because it can be tough to find. And then hopefully everybody will connect with them. I just dropped that link because they can be tough to find. What we find is that channels that are very short and popular words have a hard time with the search results. So it's a bit of a trade-off, right? When you're naming your channel, if it's easy to remember, it might be hard to find. And the reverse is true as well. But this is why we search, find, and click on each other more than anything else, is because over time, as hundreds of creators are searching, finding, and clicking on our channel names, we'll rise up the search results, and hopefully YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when people are looking for our particular channels. So the ones that are hardest to find are the ones that need our help the most. And then Coffee Watson, whatever, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Dolores, I wanted to see this video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list again. I must have run that and not watched it. You see it's still on my catch-up list there. So I'm just going to make a point to make sure that I go back and watch that, because Rooted in Essential Oils is another channel here in the Superchat family, and I'm happy to see you both collaborating. So 169 subscribers now. You literally just got one as I clicked that button there. Somebody subscribed right here, right now. Shorts on this channel feature some inspiration, spiritual inspiration more than anything else. This pink girl in a pink world is bringing us variety. Otherwise, a lot of unboxing videos lately, and then live streams as well. So even up to a couple weeks ago, they've been live. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. I got notification bells on for every single channel, of course. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Did I miss something, the Numas Maniac? I might have missed what you meant there. That Blue Moon always has inspiration for us. Thank you for another super chat. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated always. They've done that countless times before. And we have got Mike and Rihanna's Adventures up on the screen right now. More fellow Canadians, and also from Alberta, but they're from Medicine Hat. And these creators are now working on 3,600 subscribers. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is a couples vlogging channel. They bring us both indoors and outdoors, often for adventures. And then they are vibrant members of the travel community as well, because Mike recently became a travel agent, so you'll find some travel talk on their channels as well. Shorts over here have gotten into 5,800, 6,700 views as well. And then Aaron at Lawson, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then when we look at Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, we see pure variety in the shorts videos, and then live streams where they have a series called Sunday Fun. They've been doing this for as long as I can remember. I think they've been friends of ours for long over 3 years now. Pretty close to it anyway. They will bring that live stream series back in September, but they might do some pop-ups over the summer. Rihanna just celebrated a birthday last Sunday. So, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures have got another couple of channels. We'll look at Rihanna's Life Adventures, and this is where we get to learn about Rihanna a little bit more. It's complimentary content to what we expect from these creators, getting into lots of different videos, both indoors and outdoors. Again, more adventures, some cooking here, and a chance to get to know Rihanna a little bit better, like I was saying. When we get into shorts on their channel, we see that these are now getting into hundreds of views. One at almost over 800. And then live streams on the channel are something she's done frequently as well. I caught her for one of her first ones. Look at that, my comments in her thumbnail there. And then Rihanna's Life Adventures is almost at 100 subscribers, so we'd love to push her a little bit closer. And then we're going to go to, pardon me, Storm Chasers, Mike and Rihanna. This is a third channel from these creators where they're going to bring us some storm chasing and weather updates. So they got a few videos over there right now, a few shorts to go along with them. And these are creators we've known and loved for a long, long time. So generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, of course. 32 subscribers right now. We'd love to push this third channel towards the first 100. That blue moon is coming up right now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. That blue moon is here right now. This is another creator that's been with us from the very beginning of Superchat. They've been with us for 4 years now. 2,200 subscribers, which is great to see because this creator we know started from the beginning. I forget how many subscribers they must have had when they first came into the Superchat family, but I would be shocked if it was more than 100. So it's great to see that they've gone this far in this amount of time. And forgive me for forgetting that. It's just that it's been so long. They bring us video gameplay on their channel more than anything else. I saw this as a, I think they sent this over as a message, but I think I saw it suggested as well. I'm going to put this video into my catch-up list that will give me a chance to see the worst hospital. And they bring a variety of different types of video gameplay. Lots of popular titles here, of course. They also play with other creators as well. There was a small group of creators playing Among Us here in the Superchat family. I never did play. I still haven't played that game, but it's great to see creators getting together, of course, supporting each other. And we see that shorts on That Blue Moon's channel have now gotten into 1,600 views, which is great to see. So they post frequently, as you can see, usually more than once a week, and they really mix up the video gameplay. We'd love to start pushing them towards the 2,300 subscribers that they're thinking about. Yeah, thank you, That Blue Moon. It's been, 4 years is a long time, but it's interesting today if you really think back to the conversations we would have had when most of us were saying, oh, I can't wait to have 1,000 subscribers. It'll be so great. And now it's, I don't want to say easy, but easier than ever. And we're seeing channels hit those milestones faster than ever. So hopefully everybody's happy about that it's easier for those who've come after we started than it was for us, even though it was easier for us, and it could be hard to believe, than it is for those who came before us as well. Because don't forget, YouTube's been here since 2008 or something like that. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. It's actually Kid Wonder and Rosie's Life of Wonder. This channel has changed its name a couple of times, but Kid Wonder's been a friend of mine for 5 years, since long before Tuberchat was even a thought. He was so unbelievably supportive to me and to us in the very beginning of Tuberchat that he was the first creator selected out of the Tuberchat family to be featured on episode number 2, if you could believe that. So 700 episodes later, he's still coming by to support other creators. And then when we look at Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, we see pure variety over here. It literally could be just about anything. A chance to get to know Kid. I've hung out with him many times, especially in live streams, but he does a lot of shout outs for other creators as well. Shorts have gotten into 1,400, 2,900 views. Live streams on the channel, lots of StreamYard panels, lots of familiar faces. You'll meet lots of friends over there as well. When we look at Kid Wonder and Rosie's gaming and live stream, we see another channel from this creator. I've actually collaborated with Kid in this 8-ball pool game. He was playing one night and I hopped in there. We played for about an hour, but that's a game I was playing on my phone for years. So kind of cool that we had that in common. Kid Wonders and Rosie's gaming and live stream will bring more variety in video gameplay here. Shorts on the channel, of course, have done well, getting into over 1,600 views over here as well. Live streams on the channel are frequent. Lots of video gameplay here and a little bit of random content to go along with it. Points Blank Travel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think I saw him with Charlene Heel again the other day. We were on a panel together a while back on Conscious Business Services and Opportunities channel, I believe. That was just a couple of months ago. And where is Kid Wonder? Kid Wonder has something to say. Let me see if I can find that channel by its name. He's got lots of channels, actually. By now, I'd be shocked if he had less than 10. But he moves these channels around. I'll just show you one more of them. The Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder. We're going to go a little bit overtime here, so I'll try to step on it. The Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder obviously brings us mukbang style videos from this creator we know and love, Kid Wonder. Doing well with subscribers on all of his channels, growing rapidly, of course, and live streams over here a few times as well. It's been a while since he's posted over here, but we'll keep an eye on the channel and be ready for him when he's ready to post more with Rosie. So, thank you, Kid Wonder. Again, he's been a member for as long as I can remember on this channel, actually, and a gold member at that. He usually holds more than one membership on several channels sometimes, but he's always got a gold membership, for which I'm grateful, which means we get to see one of his channels. In this case, right now, it's Rosie, actually. Let me put up for 1 second before Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson. I'm going to put Rosie Wren, the Queen of YT Forever. And she renames her channel frequently as well. But they've got a gold membership with this channel right now, which means we see this channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, whether they're here or not. And the link is dropped for this channel every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot, as we have seen. It's pure variety from Rosie over here, monetized of course, but they got video shorts and a lot of live streams with StreamYard panels, a chance to get to know even more creators over there. I'm just going to grab her latest video, put this in my catch-up list, and that'll give me a chance to stay caught up with her channel. Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. She has been a long time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. She's over on our copyright-free music channel frequently, keeping the fun going over there. Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson is working on 1,600 subscribers. We'd love to push her a little bit farther towards that milestone. And then when we look at Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson, we also see that we're hat twins. She's got the same hat that I've got in my backdrop over there from Mark the Shark. And Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson will bring a bit of variety in her videos. Lots of outdoor content here. She's got some shorts to go along with these. They've done well, getting into 7,000 views and beyond. And then live streams as well. So she's got quite a few set up. I just caught her for a live stream the other day. And I was mentioning this earlier in the stream, but if you connect with Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson, you are going to get a very warm welcome when you catch her for a live stream. She is always very excited and knows how to make people feel great about catching her. So hopefully everybody will connect with her, and like I said, you'll catch a lot of outdoor content over there. And Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson's been with us for several years here in the Tuber Chat family as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go in a quick second. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Fazio the King, Naruto Luffy Goku brings us animation and video gameplay, and this creator's been a friend for a long time as well. They've been with us at least a couple of years. They're here with us frequently, almost every stream actually. They come in and out. This creator's got fairly short videos, so we really want to dig to see if we can find something over 3 minutes, or a suggestion might be to hit up a live stream. Some of these are fairly short at only 20 minutes, perfect to connect with. I'm going to grab one of these and put it into my catch-up list just to give them a few watch minutes over here. Lots of video gameplay in those live streams, animations in the shorts more than anything else. Some of these have really moved into 11 and 13,000 views, and then videos are frequent on the channel up to about a month ago. We'll see if they're going to continue with those. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel. So thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know not everybody can be here every single stream, and certainly not for hours every time time we're on. Thank you to our moderators. I really do appreciate everything that they do. I think most of us know that the moderators here, first of all, are longtime friends of mine, longtime friends of each other, but they all care deeply about the YouTube journey, those of us in the Tuber Chat family, and the success of everybody we connect with. So I hope everybody will connect with them. Jessie Miller Unboxings and More is another incredible supporter. She's been with us about 4 years as well. Her support for all of us, including myself on all of my channels, has increased over the years, and that's a tough trick to pull off, because we all know that as we follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. Jessie Miller Unboxings and More is working on 2,100 subscribers right now. She's got a brand new video here talking about a junk journal. Now, it's interesting because Jessie Miller Unboxings and More does a few different things. Lots of unboxing videos. Some of these are from subscription services that we've seen with snacks or jewelry or bath and beauty products and more. Sometimes she does not just junk journal videos, but she talks about crafting and shows us how she uses some of the things she receives to make beautiful, I would consider, art out of a lot of the products that come through. So I'm looking forward to seeing this latest video. She posts frequently, at least once a week every Sunday, and then usually once more. Shorts on the channel have done well. She features a lot of the products that she gets in the unboxing videos, and these have gotten into 1,200, 1,300, and 2,200 views as well. We see some snacks there, jewelry there, bath and beauty products, stationery. She's got all kinds of different things going on, and then live streams. This creator does an exceptional job at keeping up with the chat, even though her live chats are very vibrant and fast-paced now. This creator has built up quite an audience over a long period of time and gets a lot of support back, but she also, like I said, does a great job of keeping up with everyone, which is great to see. And hopefully everybody will connect with her, push her towards the 2,100 subscribers that we think that she is thinking about. And thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate it. We are expecting to be back on Saturday, early afternoon. I will leave that as planned for right this second. And forgive me, Jevin Richardson, we can't get to every channel every single day. So forgive me for the channels that we didn't get to today, but some streams are not as busy as others, even though we're always busy. And again, when we're here on Saturday, we'll try to get through as many channels as we can. And we will see everybody hopefully on Saturday. Thanks, everyone.